What have I found to be the best mobility platform for hunting and exploring and adventuring out here in the wilderness?
Thank you for 100,000 subscribers.
Don't forget to join us live December 10th and 11th. We're racing for 24 hours straight on these Trueform runners. We got over $10,000 worth of gear to give away to you guys.
You know you can't beat me, right?
We'll see about that, brother.
Yeah, we will see.
We're 1 for 1. This is the tiebreaker. See you guys live December 10th and 11th. Enough said. If you don't know, we here at 307 Project, we hunt and we hunt hard, all right? We like to get way back in the woods, and we like to get into places that other people can't go. We love it because hunting sharpens our skills. I know this is a predominantly tactical gun type of channel, right? But part of being good with your weapons is getting out and hunting and sharpening your skills against live targets. And it makes you a better, more well-rounded operator, if you want to say that, okay? So we've tried ATVs, we've tried trucks, we've got a bunch of public land that we hunt on that we can't even access it with those things. And ultimately, the thing that we landed on was one of these e-bikes right here. And I want to talk to you guys about this one today because we've been using it for about a month and a half now. And I'm going to tell you the things that we like about it, the things that we don't like about it, and kind of a little bit of how it works and how it served us out here doing what we love to do. The first thing, why did we go with Aventon? Well, we've been looking at getting an e-bike for quite a while. Aventon agreed to send us out this adventure model. And so this is the one that we went with after we researched the company. We liked this company and we decided to actually use this product. One, because Aventon is the only e-bike company on the market that offers a military and first responder discount. So that means a lot to me personally. Another thing that I love about the company as we kind of were vetting them is the fact that they do all of their manufacturing in-house. So all the components of this bike are made in-house and it's not pieced together from multiple different manufacturers. Now, we talked about that insert and extract platform. There are a lot of places that we go and hunt, and there are a lot of places on the property that I live on that you can't get in on a truck or an ATV, all right? So we have a lot of single track trail on the public land and also on the private land that we utilize, and that's always been an issue. Even if the trail may be wide enough or the road may be wide enough on an ATV or a truck, if the ground is wet or if it's just after a rain, you're damaging trails, you're causing ruts, you're making a mess because those vehicles or those insert platforms are heavy, right? That's been an awesome thing about this little bike right here. I can get on single track, I can be on any trail, wet or dry, and I'm not going to damage the actual ground that I'm riding across because this thing right here only weighs about 100 pounds. So that's been an awesome thing hunting off of this. Also, it's completely silent. That's one of the things that I love most about this unit. Even if I'm just out enjoying the woods, right? And maybe I'm just riding a trail just to be out in the woods and see nature on a beautiful day. It doesn't make all the racket that an ATV makes. And in a hunting application, that is especially important. I can literally ride right up to the area or the location in which I'm going to hunt, and I can park this thing within yards of where I want to hunt because it's completely silent. It makes absolutely zero noise. So that's been great. For me, it was important for the unit to have aggressive tires and be able to handle difficult terrain. This adventure model has fit the bill for that across the board. We've had this thing on extreme uphills and downhills. We live in the mountains, we hunt in the mountains, so the terrain is rocky. It can be muddy at times, and with these big, fat, knobby tires, this joker will just eat up any terrain that you want to get across. It's no issue. There's nothing that we've thrown at this unit that it can't handle, okay? It just, it covers ground, and it covers ground fast. That's another thing that we've noticed. I have actually been side by side with my cameraman out on a trail. I was on an ATV, Blake was on this adventure model right here, and he was actually able to move faster or travel faster on this e-bike in rough terrain than I was able to travel on my ATV. It just eats right through it, no issues at all. So you can cover ground fast. What I love about this specific model, I love that it has front suspension. That's important to cut down on the vibration, all right? I love that it has hydraulic disc brakes front and back. One of the things I don't like about e-bikes in general, we said, yeah, they're much lighter than an ATV or much lighter than a small truck, but it's still pretty heavy. This thing, I said, weighs about 100 pounds. That's heavier than a traditional mountain bike, but in order to compensate for that weight, Aventon has put some good, solid, sturdy brakes on this thing, and we've had no issues with it. It's comfortable. It's got a big seat platform on it, and we're able to put all of our hunting gear on our back, including our weapon, jump on this bike, and take off, man. You don't bruise your tailbone with all that weight on your back because of that seat. Super easy to use. You literally just hit a button on the side, or activate the battery, turn the screen on, you're ready to rock and roll. Other features that have been great for this in the application that we've used it in, it comes standard with a headlight and a tail light, which is super important. We're going into our hunting locations in the dark. We're coming out in the dark. That's been absolutely necessary, all right? Those components. The last thing that I really like about this platform is the fact that it shipped right to my door in a box. I opened the box and I had the thing completely assembled in 30 minutes. I literally timed it because I wanted to see what it took to put this thing together. And within 30 minutes, and I'm not a bike mechanic, all the tools that I needed came with the bike. I had this thing ready to rock and roll. So let's get out on the trail. I'm gonna show you guys the type of terrain that this unit can cover down on, and I think you're gonna understand why we have found this to be the best, most efficient way to be out in the woods, whether we're hunting or exploring or scouting or whatever it is we're doing. So that freaking hill you guys just saw me come up right there, that hill is almost impossible to pull on a mountain bike. Most people would, a traditional mountain bike, most people are gonna have to get off the bike and walk the bike up that hill. You guys saw this thing just pulled the hill like it was nothing. It's just a huge advantage, all right? Talk a little bit about how the bike actually works, how it functions. You've got different levels of assist on the bike, 1 through 5, all right? 5 is obviously gonna give you the most assistance down to 1, which you're gonna be putting more power to the bike through the pedals. So when you start pedaling the bike, the electric motor actually kicks in and the assist is automatic, okay? You do still have to shift the bike because you're pedaling it. This bike, the adventure model, has Shimano components, which are really great components. They're on all my mountain bikes, as a matter of fact. So going up a big hill like this, I would shift down into the lowest gear, so it would be easier to pedal, and then I would put the assist on number 5, and that's what I did coming up through here, and it pulls the hill like nobody's freaking business. If you're on flatter terrain, obviously you can turn the assist down and put more power through the pedals, and it's gonna conserve your battery life. Battery life on this thing is unbelievable. 48 miles on average is what you can get on one charge. We've been using this thing for about a month and a half. Just now we're at 45%. We still have that much battery left after a month and a half. And by the way, it has been sitting out in the cold. It has not been inside. So battery life is unbelievable. Right here, we got a pretty gnarly downhill section, and I'm gonna show you guys what this bike's capable of doing. This section right here is really steep. It's got a lot of loose rock, and this is where these big beefy tires are gonna come in handy, but even more importantly, the hydraulic disc brakes. If we didn't have a good solid set of brakes on this unit going down a section like this, we would definitely not be able to to slow the bike down enough to be controlled with a descent like this, okay? So in this section, I'm not even gonna need my throttle, and I'm just gonna roll down this and show you how it handles it. So here we have an example of more of a single track trail. This type of trail is more of what you're gonna see, or what we see here in North Georgia on most of our public land. The trail here, obviously you're not gonna be able to get a truck or a side-by-side, maybe a little small ATV, but probably not. Some sections of this, you can't even get an ATV down. That's where this comes in handy for us, right? Before we had this tool, if we wanted to travel down this trail to a spot that we wanted to get to, it would be on foot only, not with this thing. It loves this type of single track terrain. I wanted to show you a feature here. This is the throttle button. So basically this button right here is gonna override the pedal assist, and this is gonna give you full power. When I found this to come in handy, this throttle button, is just getting the bike started, right? Especially if I'm on some sort of incline, I'm gonna use this throttle button, and I'll go ahead and go and show you guys how it eats this trail up. I'm gonna use this throttle button to just get the bike going, and then I initiate my pedal. So overall, guys, this has given us a whole new capability, this Aventon Adventure e-bike. It's allowed us to go further, faster than we can on an ATV, and completely silent. It's allowed us to access public land for hunting or for simply adventuring, and it's been durable, it's been reliable, haven't had any issues out of it. Again, we've used it hard in hard terrain, uphill, downhill, rocky, single track, fire road. We've taken it across every type of terrain that we would encounter in our area, and it has not failed us, and it has functioned flawlessly. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. It's been a great unit, and I hope you guys got something out of this review. And if you're looking for a new platform to get in and hunt off of, or to get out and explore on, I would highly recommend this. So enjoy.